going on, guys? My name is Drew, or ImNotMagic, I guess. And yeah, this is my first video for Commentators Collide, this awesome community channel. I was supposed to make a video like a week ago and just got super busy. Didn't have the time to make one, but I'm making one now, which is all that matters. And I know the traditional thing to do when there's kind of like a new guy to a community channel is to do like an introductory video, something along the lines of that. But I think that those sometimes can get a little boring, and so I'm going to kind of skip over that. I'm just going to introduce myself for like 30 seconds, super quick, and just do like a regular commentary like I normally would. I think that'll just be more entertaining for you guys. I won't bore myself talking about myself because that kind of carries on. So yeah, my name is Drew. I live in California. I like to snowboard and surf, play the guitar occasionally. Play basketball. I used to skate, don't really do it anymore. I just like hanging out with friends. I just like enjoying life, really. And so I try to bring that in my commentaries, bring you guys good vibes. I don't know. But yeah, so you won't really come to my channel looking for tips and tricks. That's not really my forte, I guess. I'm a lot more into talking about just like life, you know, like girls, dating, relationships, advice, life in general, because there's so much to talk about, and I never get bored of talking about it. I always have something on my mind, and it's good times for all. So yeah, usually for gameplay I get like sniping gameplay. I play Call of Duty, not as much as I used to, but it's usually sniping gameplay. What is kind of cool about me is that I usually play like I'll play Xbox, PS3, PC, just kind of whatever I'm feeling for the moment. Sometimes I play Battlefield. I mean, it just is really spontaneous. You never know what you're gonna expect, or something like that. But anyways, so the video I want to talk to you guys about today, it's kind of a popular, I don't know, quote-unquote series I do on my channel. These awkward situations. It's not really a series, it's just kind of a certain, like a set topic that I do, and I do like subtopics of the topic. I don't know. That's a terrible way of explaining it. Don't listen to me, I'm not making sense. But yeah, so it's like these awkward situations. I do them. There's sometimes like a learning experience of like how I got through it. A lot of times it's just for entertainment. People kind of get a laugh out of it, I guess. It kind of just shows, because when you talk about life so much and like highlights of your life, it's a lot like a Call of Duty montage, where if you take a bunch of highlights of your best moments, then it looks like you were an amazing player, when you can be going like super negative most of your games and just happen to get like a clip in the middle of a game. You guys know what I mean? Like, so when you talk about life for like a bunch of different times and a bunch of different videos, you tend to, like, I don't know, I feel like I tend to come off as someone who is a lot like I don't know, just a lot of people think I'm a lot better with ladies than I really am, or along the lines of that. So I do this type of video series to show that, like, no, I really go through awkward situations, stuff like that. But I'm boring myself, so I'm just gonna get into it. So this happened about 2 years ago, and like, I've been friends with this girl that I'm going to talk about 5 months prior to this situation happening, and we're still friends now. Like, our friendship didn't end over this or anything. And so she texted me one day. She's like, hey, I'm bored, you want to come over, hang out? I was down, I had nothing to do, so I went over, and it was just me and her for a while. We were sitting on the couch, we were watching some award show or something. It's like the VMAs or something like that. And so we're just sitting there, and finally her parents come home, and her mom goes upstairs or whatever. And so she looks over at me and says, I need to go talk to my mom real quick. She runs off. She goes upstairs. About a minute later, so it's just me and her dad in the room. I'm sitting on the couch, and about 10 feet behind me is her dad sitting at the dining room table. And so about a minute after she leaves, he kind of calls me over. He says, hey, Drew, come over here. I want to talk to you real quick. And so he kind of knew me. This is my first time ever meeting her parents, like actually like meeting them, I guess. I've said hi to them a few times. I've been over her house plenty. But I just never really got formally introduced, I guess. I don't know. And so I sit down at the table with him, and he kind of looks at me for a second, and he says to me, I noticed you've been hanging around my daughter a lot, and I just want to know what you plan on doing. Like, and he said it exactly like that. And it was super, like, at first I didn't understand the question, like, what is he talking about? Just to let you guys know, me and this girl, we're purely friends. There's no friend zone or anything like that, but we're not like really looking to date or anything. It's just good, solid friendship. So keep that in mind. And he looks at me just like, well, I just want to make sure that you don't do anything to cross the line or anything like that. And he said this specifically, so what exactly are your intentions with my daughter? And now, what do you say to a guy like that who is asking what your intentions are? Like, I just had no idea. And so I look at him just like, there's no intentions, we're just friends, like we're not gonna date or anything. And then he looks at me a little puzzled again, and he's just like, well, you're not gonna date, so why are you hanging around her so much? And I didn't really know how to answer this, because it's like, am I not allowed to hang out with your daughter? Like, what's the deal? Like, usually, like, if I could see if I came into his house making out with his daughter with like fucking piercings and tattoos and just looking sketchy, he would be suspicious. But I'm friends with his daughter, and now I'm getting grilled, and I didn't really understand it. And he looks at me really carefully and he says, just make sure whatever you are with my daughter that you don't cross any lines, otherwise you and me are gonna have a problem. And I'm looking at this guy who comes across as a super nice, super relaxed guy, and I'm like about to crap my pants, like, holy shit, what just happened? And so his daughter, my friend, comes back down, and we just finished watching whatever we were watching. And so it's about 1:30 in the morning now, and it's me, my friend, and then her brother, and we're all in the garage playing pool. Her brother was about a year younger, and I'd known him prior to meeting the rest of her family. I'd actually known him before, and so I'm talking with him a little bit, and I'm saying, like, why does your dad think that I want to date your daughter? And my friend had gone off to the bathroom, and I said, why does your dad think that I want to date your sister? And he looks at me, he starts laughing. He's just like, dude, he says that to every person that comes over the house. And so now I'm thinking, like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, if you thought I wasn't mind fucked already, then here I am mind fucked. And so I'm looking, I'm like, what? So I kind of laughed it off a little bit. Super weird way to come off, like, as a first impression for him. I got to know him a little bit better, and we're cool now. And he laughed about it too. He said, yeah, it's just a joke. I do it with everyone. Sometimes I scare people. Which is a cruel thing. That's not okay to do. Like, that's just not okay. Just no. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you should for sure subscribe to this channel if you're not already, because there's some awesome people on this channel. Be sure to check them out. It doesn't really matter if you check my channel out or anything. Just be sure to look at everyone's channels and subscribe to them, because they're all awesome commentators. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Alright, peace.